You are now ready to set your course properties. In this video, we will review some of the more frequently used properties and settings, and in the associated cheat sheet, you will find our recommendations for default course settings. However, please go by the needs of your course or program, as many will require unique settings. You can browse the full capability of the advanced settings in the Docebo Knowledge Base article found in the cheat sheet. Let's get started with finishing the course details. The next section here would be to upload a thumbnail for your course, so you can either select an image or upload your own. The last detail we'd like to add here, as if you know the average time it takes to complete your course, set a time so the user knows what they're in store for. So for example, if this course took approximately 35 minutes, you would display that as so. Always remember to click Save Changes before navigating to the next toggle. The next set of settings is enrollment options. The first is self-unenrollment. You may enable this option if your course is not mandatory or compliant. This will allow users to unenroll themselves if they choose not to take your course after enrolling in it. So this would only be used on optional courses. To enable an enrollment link, this will allow a link to be copied to your clipboard that you can share with any users that you would like to send to, and they will be able to enroll directly into your course using that link. Next, you'll want to set time options, if any, required for your course or program. The first option we have is to set a validity period. So this will enable a validity period for this course, and learners will be able to access the course according to the selected dates. So you can have the option to put in a start date, an end date, or a period. So learners will be able to access the course during the period identified by the selected start and end dates. Another option is days of validity. So this will enable the days of validity for this course, and learners will be able to access the course for a limited number of days within the course dates. So for example, if we were to put 10 here, that means that from the first access to the first time the user accesses the course, they will have 10 days to complete it. Similarly, if we click Start Calculation from the enrollment date, users will have 10 days from date of enrollment to complete the course. You can apply these settings to all users, including those already enrolled. For enrolled users, the days of validity are calculated by subtracting the days they have already spent in the course. So be careful when using this one retrogradely. And lastly, you can add a soft deadline. So you'll want to enable this custom deadline settings and turn to on if you want learners to be able to access the course's training material after the course end date. We recommend putting this on if you decide to use either a date of a validity period or days of validity. For the player options, we recommend keeping these at their default settings, so we're going to move on to the navigation tab. Here you are able to set how learners navigate through the training materials you upload to your course shell. So for example, free navigation, learners can navigate freely through the course's training material. Next, and probably most common, would be sequential navigation. So learners must complete and pass the training materials in a sequential order set in the training material tab before they're able to move on to the next. The third option is completion of the first mandatory training material. Learners can access the training materials of the course only after they have completed and passed the first training material in the list. And finally, final training material locked. Learners must complete all of the training materials in order to unlock the last training material of the course. Here you can set the maximum number of attempts if you would like to restrict how many times users can attempt this course. The last section of the general settings would be a certificate template. If you are interested in a certificate, badge, or certification for your course, please reach out to the Learning and Development team for assistance. Now let's move on to the advanced settings. We recommend keeping all of the default advanced settings with the exception of rating and sharing. We request that you do turn on rating for courses by clicking Enable Custom Rating for this course, and we recommend only allowing users to rate after they have completed it. We also have the option to enable custom social sharing for this course, which we also recommend enrolled users can share this course on social media only if they have completed it. We have the option to share on Twitter and on LinkedIn. If you feel and click Save Changes. If you feel your course requires any customization of the other advanced settings, please reach out to the Learning and Development team for assistance. Once you save your changes, you are now ready to navigate to the Training Material tab and upload your training materials, which we will cover in the next video.